You can't get near that building. Surrounded by protesters, vigilante security, or the media. It's bad enough trying to nip to the bank in your lunch hour. Even inside, you've got to be more aware of people around you in the queue. Seems to be a lot more money being taken out than there is deposited. It's like the violent reaction to Greece's banking crisis, except in Britain it's a lot more polite. Well, it used to be. Girls have to go to work in trainers, change into heels when they get there. Our boss likes a woman in heels. Then change back into your trainers before you leave. Got to be light on your feet if you want to get home quickly and safely. Safely. I saw men being taken away, hands tied, some blindfolded. It was like a scene from Schindler's List. Some very dodgy looking men evacuated all the women together. Tension was awful. We didn't make a fuss, didn't challenge them. I'd had my windows put through twice already and I wasn't going to let it happen again. I thought it was Steve, my ex, but... They target private housing and businesses. Council properties seem to be immune. Mind you, with some of their ideas of an ideal home, it's difficult to tell if they've been damaged or not. 2 years ago, my life changed. I mean, really changed. It wasn't a new fella, getting married, children. No. None of the things I thought, I was taught would change me. I was checking my emails and I got this message. Please see job application. Click here if you want to accept. I'm used to doing this, so I did. Thing is, I didn't remember applying for this. Must have been another domino effect posting, you know, the kind of thing. You apply for one job here, you get redirected to this other site, which redirects you to this site. But anyway, I clicked on. The job you applied for doesn't exist, but we do. We've all had messages like this. You read the first few words of spam, PPI dating, save money, lose interest, delete. I was doing just that when it said, you complained about those youths. Yeah, on Facebook. But hang on, this message could be from anybody. So, there I was, out in the street after a long day at work, shouting across to Steve and Pat, longest resis on my block. But when I got back in, there was another message. It said, we will contact you by a messenger. Then it self-deleted. A lot had happened since I'd received that first message. Professionally, we split up and I now work on my own. Personally, we split up and I now live on my own. We worked together. I'd almost forgotten about it by the time I got the next message. This one was more direct and to the point. Hi Zara, tell no one, not family, friends, workmates. Your time for action is now. Meet like-minded people on January the 2nd at 3 AM in Civic Square, Lee. Lee? Never been. I'm in Manchester, so that's down the East Lancs Road. 3 a.m. Wear all black and shoes you can run in. Any of that would have killed me. Not been in the gym since I left my ex's. Why this time, date, location? I googled the time, the date, the location. There was a political rally on behalf of the No More Cuts to Police Action Group the following morning in St Helens. That's 10 miles away from Lee. Shit! I didn't expect us to march from Lee to St Helens at the crack of dawn, especially not after a night out with the girls. No way. What was I doing? I was building enthusiasm in the event's logistics. There used to be me, Di, Chrissy and Chantel, just the 4 of us. Now we've got to meet up as soon as possible in groups of 15 to 20. Last year, the government reinstated the Combination Acts rule, which says we can't have more than 5 people outside in a group. You can tell a man made that rule up. Men want to be together, but now girls have to be together for their own safety. We've become sleepers. You know, agents that lie in wait for days, weeks, months, if necessary, years. You get a call. We act, we follow, we do something. The only time targets meet targets. The police. They do their best with the resources available to them, but their hands are tied. It's either doing something like this or laying down and dying. So, supported by new ideological counsellors, I started groups that don't get paid from a political party, via a trade union or a pro-business despot. Now there are no allegiances, no bias, no excuses, just a commitment to Britain. It's simple. If people like me hadn't have done something about this, then who else would? Coordinated action means we can do things, say things. We can't say things using the bottleneck of politics. This country is slipping back hundreds of years, pre-parliament, pre-democracy. I'm scared to go to work. Scared in work, scared on the way home from work. It's not safe on the streets for woman, man or beast these days in broad daylight, let alone after dark. No. I no longer want to be a member of the silent majority. At this so-called march, more like a stampede, I met this guy. Quite a few guys actually. Peter. He doesn't like being called Peter. Pete, yes. Quite fit actually. Could have done with a better shave, but still. He found out about this rally around the same time as me, but not in the same way. His messages were physically slipped under his door. All happened so quickly. In a few hours, a clandestine gathering had turned into a rally, which broke off and turned into a lynch mob, which turned back into the gathering tension of the rally of thousands of people, back to the intimacy of 2 people. I've decided I want to go back and feel safe in my own home. I've got a date tonight. A date with the ringleader of the gang that terrorised my home. After tonight, he won't do that again.